Israel is chosen. For what, you say? And that's the right question. What is Israel chosen for? God has chosen Israel to be an example on the earth, to advance his story on the earth and manifest his glory. One of the ways is through the advancement of prophecy and God's timeline of his story on the earth. How could God have done this when Israel wasn't even a country? Another great question. I believe God's timeline was on pause until he rebuilt Israel as a nation as he promised in these scriptures. Now that we are back on the timeline, the worthy Lamb has opened the seals in Revelation, unleashing first the white horseman to subversively conquer the world. Practically, this was achieved by the correct habitat of nuclear deterrence, essentially ending direct warfare. It gave rise to the biblical horseman, who is portrayed as having a bow and arrow. The arrows are a symbol in Psalms constantly referring to words. In the current era of globalism, manifested so visibly, this season ends now with a parade of a white horse over the Paris Olympics, broadcasting that the seal has been completed. What comes next? Well, from a practical standpoint, many analysts indicate we're going to be in all-out war between the nation-states and the merchant states by 2027. China is posed to attack Taiwan, and all the pieces are moving on the board silently, only visible to those who are paying attention. Spiritually, however, February 17th, 2026 begins the year of the fire horse, according to the Chinese calendar. An interesting fact that comes around every 60 years. Couple that with the fact that the red horseman of the Bible isn't actually red, but fire colored. Could it be that China is the red horse that will draw his sword that causes men to kill one another? Is that through power grid failure? Is it through the subversive bifurcating devices that they've been using for 70 years? Or is it through all-out world war? I don't know. But I'm glad Jesus calls me to be his friend and shares his Father's business with me so that I can understand the spiritual weather and urge Christians to be serious in this season and not to worry, but to seek the kingdom in a serious and intentional way. God bless.